This is Jerry Maynard, Senior Pastor, Cathedral of Praise. So glad you've joined us on our global ministry. You know, we're talking about maximizing your potential. That means getting to the highest level that you want to achieve and that God has for you, because God wants you to maximize your potential. But how do you get successful? I want to give you a tip. Know yourself. Know the core of who you really are, not who people tell you you are. Many times people are trying to achieve, and then when they get to a certain point or a certain achievement, they're empty on the inside because that really wasn't who they were. They did it because the audience, the market, their families, other people said, you're good at this or you should be doing this. And so they do it because other people told them to do it. But you need to say who you are to yourself and to God. God really knows your heart. God really knows who you are. Do you? God knows who you really are. God knows what you really desire. God knows what really, gets you going, gets your juices flowing, which really gives you joy and peace, the things you really, really love. God knows it. The question is, do you know it? You got to be honest with yourself. I want to address it. How many times have you done things because of peer pressure or because of pressure from others who either told you this is what you should be doing, this is who you should be, this is where you should go, or because you're good at that, you let your talents take you to a place where your heart really isn't? I have a friend of mine who played football, professional football. He hated football, hated it, but he did it because he was good at it. He had the size, the strength, and the speed to play football. His parents pressured him to play football. His coaches pressured him to play football. But the only time he was happy is when he put his cleats down, took the helmet off, and said, I'm done with football. And he did what he really loved. And that is, he wanted to be a teacher. Get this, he wanted to teach school. But he played football because of the peer pressure. And it did not give him any soul satisfaction. It did not give him any soul success. It really, really was just a means to an end to appease those persons who were pressuring him to do something that he really did not want to do. I am telling you right now, that's not success. That's not maximizing your potential. Maximizing your potential is when you find out who you really are and why you really love what you love, and then pursue it. Let me say it again. You need to ask yourself before you do anything, why am I doing this? Does it line up with my core values? Does it line up with my core desires? Does it line up with who I really am? Because you can achieve certain things and yet it not give you peace, not give you joy, not give you success, not give you happiness. Deion Sanders won a World Series and a Super Bowl and still was thinking about committing suicide. Why? Because he was really not dealing with his core of who he really is. You got to know yourself. Now, I want to get to this point. How do you do this? You need to really look at yourself and say, what really brings me joy? What would I do for free? If I had all the money in the world, what would I really do? Ask yourself the question and then come up with an answer. Write it down. What are the things that really, really make me happy? Be honest about it. If money is what really makes you happy, be honest about it. If having women is what really makes you happy, be honest about it. Is obtaining clothes and luxury cars and luxury houses, if that really what makes you happy, be honest about it. Is it the ability to be free and to travel and be debt free and not have any other cares? Be honest about it. But when you're honest about it, you're honest with God and yourself. And then you find out, what can I do? What do I need to do to achieve what I really want in life? If you love music and you are singing because you love music, that's one thing. If you're doing music because you really want to make money and have fame and be a celebrity, just be honest about it. Because if you are not honest with yourself at the beginning, when you come to that achievement at the end, you'll feel empty on the inside. It will not bring you the satisfaction, the joy, the love, and the peace that you're seeking. Maximizing your potential is not just achievement, but is soul success, inner success. Know who you are and why you desire to be who you want to be. I have one example for you, and I'll close out. I had a friend of mine, she wanted to run for government office. As you all know, I'm a former elected official. I asked her why. Why do you want to run? She said, I want to help with employment, economic development, provide health care, world peace, good schools. I said, that sounds so good. Why do you want to be an elected official? I challenged her. Give me the nitty gritty. Why do you really, really want to be on the Metro Council and be a council person? And she finally was honest. I like the attention, the power, the status, the prestige. I said, there you go. Now, what if being in Metro Council did not give you those things? She goes, what? I said, what if being an elected official did not give you those things you said you wanted? You would be disappointed once you got elected. So we had to look at it. Will being an elected official, will it give you those things? She said, yes. I said, well, then I will help you run for office. Guess what? She ran and she won. And I reminded her when she was going through tough times as an elected official, what you wanted was prestige, status, being a local celebrity, and having power. Do you have those things? Yes. Stop complaining, because you got exactly what you asked for, why you wanted to do it. You better know who you are before you do something, and do not let other people make your dreams, create your dreams and your desires. Don't be a boat without an anchor, being taken to and fro by the waves. Don't let life happen to you. You happen to life. Maximize your potential. And I love you. I'm Pastor Jerry Maynard II of Cathedral of Praise. Be blessed.